It looks like I could use a monster too, dude. I'm very energized, sir. I'm having a great old time.
I'm feeling strong now.
Yep.
All right, now what are we gonna grab to do this? How can Spirits beat Team Brazil here? That's my question.
I
I
mean,
think
they're trying to figure it out. They're going to the end of their reserve time, man.
they are. They got 30 seconds left to decide this one. They got their carry pick. I think that they want to save their very last pick for the mid. They need to be able to at least win that lane. You know, Mini, very sick mid player. He's been doing wonders this tournament, but he hasn't been able to come online these last couple of matches.
Yep. Yeah, the problem is here is you don't really know much about the safe lane, right? None of the heroes have been revealed, so they're questioning like, do we just pick a mid laner here? Because we kind of see what is maybe going to be the mid lane Windy, or do we just? Oh wow, they just go the Chaos Knight. Okay, this is pretty good actually.
It's all right. I'm
I
not crazy about it.
The only reason I say it's pretty good is because it is flexible. We've seen people run it in the mid lane. We've seen them run it in the off lane and the safe lane. So it's one of those heroes where you don't really reveal too much about what this last pick is going to be. It's more often than not that it's going to be that off lane Chaos Knight, though, right?
Yeah, it's probably going to be the offlane Chaos Knight. It's almost certainly going to be. In fact, we've seen it 3 times this tournament. Well, this will be the 3rd time. We've seen it 2 other times this tournament. It's lost both the games, I believe. I think once it was played with the support faceless void. Or no, not support faceless void. I thought it was going to be support faceless void, but it was a pause one faceless void. You know, the Chaos Knight just has no synergy with it. You can't get in and do anything. I mean, yes, you had an excellent laning phase, but you haven't had somebody that can kind of sit in front and I guess have the AoE disable in the same way that some of these other heroes like Mars and Axe or Centaur all have that have seen a lot of success this tournament. Troll Warlord is picked up next year for Team Brazil. I hate this hero.
You always say that, man.
It's won a couple of games, yeah, but you know, when you hit with the diss on the Heaven's Halberd, you just kind of stand there, and I don't see anything different happening in this game. You know what my theory is? My theory is Flea is forced to do an interview if he wins his game number 2, and he is intentionally throwing the draft and the game in order to dodge me.
Dude, maybe it could happen.
That's got to be it. Mags, I'm gonna have a word with you after this game. As the coach, you see, he's in the chat right now.
Yeah, I saw Mags here. I saw him. Here's the thing though, Troll Warlord is pretty darn good in lane against the Chaos Knight, and it beats the Lifestealer matchup. The only thing he does have to worry about is just the double halberd. That's going to be the inevitable outcome from both of those heroes. If you go halberd on the Lifestealer though, do you have damage on this team? Like, do you actually have enough damage if you go double halberd on Chaos Knight and Lifestealer to kill anyone in these fights? Like, I don't know how you take fights on the side of Spirits.
I mean, Tiny is going to be able to do damage no matter what. They banned out Storm Spirit. That's a little bit weird. I thought they would pick up like Mini's most comfortable hero here, which I think is the Storm Spirit. But I guess they're more worried about the enemies using it as a counter pick at the moment. Maybe they plan on picking up a Lina. It's difficult for them to get on the backline right now. The only person that's going to be able to do that is the Wind Ranger.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
They could end up swapping it to a mid Tiny and picking up another support here, but
5 seconds.
We'll see. I love the Pugna ban. I mean, that's just so good from Brazil. That hero just makes your life miserable as a Troll Warlord.
And they get rid of the Magnus now as well. The Pugna ban, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It's got to be a hero that sits on the backline that can finish up Spirit's draft with here. There's no reason for them to ban out a Storm Spirit with what they've got picked up so far. They've got to have something in mind here.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Can you pick Invoker here?
Radiant must choose.
Not
Ooh,
really.
That's a really good pick.
It is a spicy meatball, to be sure.
The thing is, like, if you pick up Invoker, you have Tornadoes, you have Cold Snap Spirit Vessel, which is really good at dealing with Phoenix and Mars. Troll Warlord with Deafening Blast is a free.
Dude, there's your backliner. There it is. I don't know about this one though. That's also pretty spicy there.
It's a lot of damage. We were literally just talking about. I don't know how Spirits kills anyone if they go double halberd. Zeus is the highest damage outputting hero in all of Dota 2. So that's going to be your damage. It has to be, right? Like there's just no other response. I thought the Invoker would be good. it did seem like a decent game. I know Mini does play it, but he likes his Zeus for sure. So we're going to see the Zeus. I like it. Just watching your face after the chug of that monster, man. Classic. Oh, you're muted. What's going on there?
Oh, whoops! My bad. Rookie mistake again. I was typing something in chat. I'm a man of the people. Just letting them asking questions about the fleet, trying to get insider information. He's beside me right now. I don't want to spoil the game. What do you mean? I'm also watching the game live time. You wouldn't be spoiling anything.
Yeah. Very cool
Anyway.
though. But yeah, Flea is going to be taking up the 4 position Wind Ranger. So it's going to be King RD offlane on the Slardar. We're going to be seeing Mars mid versus Mini Zeus. Very interesting lanes here coming out from Team Brazil.
I really like the Zeus. The question is, can he pop off enough in the early game? Can he get himself an early egg and scepter? How are they going to deal with this Phoenix's egg? They got no egg scrambler.
It's just the life stealer. That's it. You can't reality rift to egg, right? So the Chaos Knight has like no real way to get to it. It's literally just life stealer. So I think if you're spirits, your game plan is literally run away every time the egg happens.
I mean, you have some decent movement speed, but they're gonna have to take some unfavorable fights once in a while, or get so far ahead that the egg isn't really an issue. But the egg is almost always an issue.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think overall a better draft from Spirits Esports this time. So we'll see how they hold their own here against Brazil in game number 2. It's gonna be a hard one.
All right, we fixed my stuff. I am no longer pulling to my second monitor.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
There was just one more thing I needed to fix for my hotkeys, but we will talk about that later, I suppose.
Really nice call from the Life Stealer to open up Ring of Protection. He pretty much read it perfectly. Flea picks up an early Blightstone, just making it very hard to deal with. They did also get a Blightstone on the offlane Enchantress. For obvious reasons, you're against a Phoenix, a 1 armor hero, so you do more. When you have negative armor, you take more physical damage than you would normally. So this is very, very nice for him.
Normally.
Shotgun in the other. Want to see me shotgun a monster?
Wait, what?
They want to see me shotgun a monster later. I haven't done that since I was in university.
Who wants to have you shotgun a monster?
Was it BK Sao 5?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that.
And stop asking for an interview, Nev. Every time you ask, we lose.
Well, Mags, you gotta get the team on board, man. I don't know what else to say. You can't let it happen.
I didn't ask them directly in the lobby this time.
Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask them after the game. Throw them under the bus. They are allowed to say no. Thanks to these teams for hopping on, letting us get a little bit of a look into their minds, so to speak.
They do have quite the brain.
They do.
You can God's Rebuke a courier, right?
Yep.
He just didn't see it. He almost would have got it.
Just hastening the inevitable.
I'm really curious how this mid lane matchup is going to go. Mars is going to take so much harassment damage as soon as Static Field comes up.
He is, yeah. I mean, you have decent HP regen, but it's not going to be able to do much against this. A lot of people, they just go this double or triple null talisman build now because it gives you that mana regen.
Ooh, nice spear, but doesn't really do a whole lot. He's not able to block him to tank those creeps.
Oh my god!
What?
He almost got 3 denies into that tower.
Oh, I just looked away at a different lane for a second. You scared me. I thought I was missing a kill. I thought I was missing first blood, man.
Normally.
We can ignore that. There's not going to be too much action heading over in the mid lane.
Oh, that was sick. Flea saw Nuage's go to place that sentry to deward the hard camp, and he wind ran over to deny the ward, and it sets up first blood for King RD in the same time.
Not bad.
That was pretty sick. He literally chopped through the tree and then denied his own ward right in front of his face, and oh my gosh, the attack animation and attack projectile of that enchantress is just so much slower than the Windrunners.
Well, what did you expect?
All right, Mars is actually owning mid. He's doing
Yeah,
great,
he
9
is.
and 5.
Yeah, I thought Zeus would have like way more last hits, but he's just been out damaging here. And of course, he's building up a couple stick charges, so he's gonna be able to continue to harass Mini here with his spells. God's Rebuke and Spear coming out quite a bit.
Tiny almost goes down top lane, but ends up giving up his courier because Phoenix was just right there. He tossed him right to his courier. Not really what you want to do.
No. All right, let's talk action though.
Okay, I'm down for some
wait,
action. Yeah.
Bottom lane, there's a fight breaking out. Nuage's getting run down by King RD, but open wounds. They let him chase him off, but he purges off the sprint.
Yeah, that is a rough interaction there.
Yeah.
I feel like that whole time he should have just been clicking Benny and trying to like fight that out back to his tower. Yeah, that was that's just a really big wasted point there as well into that Guardian sprint instead of having it in level 2 bash at the deep. Top lane, Hane trying to run away from Costabile and KJ. He does have whirling axes in 3 seconds, couple auto attacks. Should be a kill for Costabile, and it is. Well played.
Under 184 gold under his belt, and that puts him at the top of the net worth so far, almost 1.9k. Zeus is actually forced to run all the way back into base.
He doesn't have bottle or anything, right? Yeah, he just went the double null tally like you talked about. Some people even going triple null tally. But he's not gonna be able to contest the 4-minute runes. Mars just got his bottle. It's gonna spear away the tiny, and he gets an arcane rune. There you go. I mean, that's super nice for him.
Yeah. He's just going to be able to spam the God's Rebuke that much more with that one. And it felt pretty unfortunate, He knew that he wouldn't be able to contest the rune, that Mars would be able to just blow him up. He walked too far out there, so he didn't go for the bottle. Instead, he goes for the double null. He's got the bottle queued up now anyways, but if you're not going to be using the laning phase and you've got the double null already, I feel as if there's no point.
Yeah.
You've got limited inventory slots at that point.
Slardar bottom lane, King RD on the run, getting chased by a Centaur as well as Benny. Benny's faster. Gonna get that Slytherin Crush off though, and it looks like King RD might be able to survive. Oh man, there's no way. He had to juke back the other way because the Enchantress. One more impetus, she finds it. Well played there once again from Spirits, shutting down this Slardar in what I thought was gonna be a better lane for him.
Yeah, it just gets harder and harder. Flea, he's at the ping disadvantage. It's the only reason he didn't grab the rune from Nuage's. And,
Top lane, yeah. Just Phoenix getting a little bit too aggressive here onto Hane. Sets up a nice Chaos Bolt into an Avatos. Phoenix does not have a lot of health. At least not yet. Overall, though, I mean, Brasil, much closer game than it was game 1. They don't have this like a dominant start like they did before. Doing pretty well on Benny, 27 and 10 here. Whereas the starter only has 18 last hits. King RD having a much worse time here.
Yep. Benny's actually moved away from the lane. Even the catapults are here. He'll have to move back pretty quickly, I imagine, but he's not going to be able to do any damage to the enemy tower. Instead, actually, this is odd. He opted to chain lightning out this camp here instead of waiting for it to be stackable and then chain lightning it.
Huh.
It's not very efficient gameplay.
Ooh, speaking of efficient though, he might find a DD rune. Tiny gets caught by the arena from Mars. A power shot and an auto attack from Flea ends up finishing him off. He was trying to just contest the runes, right? That's all he's trying to do there. Ends up giving some nice money and experience on over to Team Brasil though. And the thing is that's interesting though is your Zeus isn't like really trying to contest the rune, right? Like you said, he was farming the hard camp. So it just seems kind of weird for the Tiny to go down there in the first place.
It's weird for him to buy the bottle as well. After he surrendered the first rune, And, you know, just the fact that he can't really go forward up against this Mars shows that the bottle wasn't really worth the purchase, in my opinion. I mean, he drops it onto okay, at this point, it might be worth it, but
Yeah, I mean, you just got a
get
lot
it.
of regen out of it.
Yeah, but you are using an inventory slot. I see when you go the double null, you don't go for the first couple of runes. You're like, what's the point?
Did you see mini high ground miss twice on the range creep?
No.
That feels bad, man. Really nice ward here from Team Brazil. Just scouting out everything behind the tower so that they can see all these rotations from Zeus. He's going into this triangle, trying to farm up some of these big stacks, but Flea, guy's super smart. He knows it's happening. They're going to rotate in on the Mars as well. He has night vision, so Zeus ain't going to be able to see this coming. Shaka comes out trying to set this up. Arena in 1 second. There it is. Mini Spirit against the wall. He will go down. He did finish off the camp at least before going down, so he did get himself a decent chunk of money, but ends up just forfeiting it all pretty much to Mars.
Yeah, he's gonna lose a little bit of gold from that. In fact, he loses at 74, so almost 400 net worth swing there.
Full rotation again to the top lane. KJ does go down to the Tiny. He commits the... Oh, I thought he battle trans. He didn't. He just got that early root. Nuage is trying to run. One more auto attack from Flea. Picks him off no problem. And again,
Just stay back and hide next time.
this fight honestly going pretty heavily for Brazil these last few engagements.
No?
What do you think? Ooh, wow, okay. They got Slardar in the bottom lane.
Yeah.
Nice rotation there from the Tiny.
Just hopped onto him, of course. Benny popping that rage as soon as he's landing, so he's not able to just stomp and run away. So he gets blown up there. Ma finally getting a little bit of extra XP. He's gone for Windlace and Tranquil Boots. I really like this. You know, he's just able to gap distance so quickly.
Yeah, you just want to be mobile around the map, and we're seeing like he was just top not that long ago. Managed to make his way all the way bottom after refilling the bottle in the mid lane, and finds a really good kill, setting up Benny's game just be a little bit more successful than it already is. He is top net worth here at 4,200, but they're rotating bottom. They've got that corrosive haze. He pops that rage. He's got no mana left, and that's going to be the Arena setting that up so easily for his team. Well done. Flea finishes off that kill with that power shot.
And just pops the clarity afterwards. He doesn't have a whole lot of gold this game. You know, normally he's got... there was 3 kills under your belt. You think he'd have a little bit more, but he has 0 lat to this point. Flea, sometimes he just goes and farms up a lane a little while. He could build a very early MKB. I mean, we see Moon Meander do that quite a bit, don't we?
Yeah. We've seen a handful of people. Moon Meander for sure has been one of the more common ones.
Wouldn't be surprised if Flea followed that this game. You know, you do have a...
Benny just TP'd in bottom. He's just trying to bait this out. I mean, the TP is coming in. Chaos Knight, he's there. Tiny with the Avatar is going to send him right on back. Thunder God's Wrath gets a kill as well. Zeus, find a bounty rune. All right.
Gotcha.
This is super weird on Benny. He's holding 2 skill points right now.
Little hope for Radiant's middle tower.
Wow, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, when I saw him TP down there, he was holding 1 skill point. I realized that when I'm like, okay, he doesn't have a point in Infest. What the hell's up with that? Now he's just holding 2 skill points. This can't be good for any reason.
Yeah, on Lifestealer?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
There's no reason for this.
I feel like you would definitely use one of them at least, put like your 3rd point in Rage or something, and then maybe hold your Infest skill, but I don't know why you would ever hold Infest.
You could hold it for when you actually need it. If you need an extra second on a teleport or a magic community before a fight starts, or you know you need to go point Infest before a fight starts, but you don't need to hold 2 skill points. There's no point in doing that.
Yeah. Maybe you just didn't notice he hit level 9, man. He's just chilling. He's having a fun time clicking creeps instead. Speaking of clicking creeps, Troll Warlord Costa Bile is just right on his tail. He's almost to that Battle Fury. About 1,200 gold away. We're going to see Drum's going to be the pickup for the Chaos Knight. So, yeah, there's the Halberd queue up. Okay, so Lifestealer is just going to rush the Halberd. Did get that first item, Armlets. I'm assuming we'll probably see Chaos Knight pick one up as well this game. pretty darn good against heroes like Slardar, Windrunner, and Troll Warlord. Am I not mistaken?
Oh yeah, I mean, Trollus is the biggest one. You know, the majority of the damage in these team fights is going to come from him, especially as the game goes on. So you just make him, you know, useless for 3.5, 5 seconds. You manage to get him when he's in the ranged form, which is pretty good. So they're going for that now. Like, so they're getting the drums first on Chaos Knight, and I imagine right after that they'll probably build Heaven's Halberd.
Yeah.
Everyone else will probably build Yules as this game goes along. In fact, Zeus has the Yules queued up right now. Maw, he'll probably get a Blink Dagger first, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a Yules on Enchantress pretty fast.
Yeah, they're looking to smoke top. They do have the Centaur Conqueror as well, which gives them a nice little stun. You do have level 6 on KJ's Phoenix, though, so you do need to be very careful of that. Not a hero. There's not like a hero combination you really want to fight into here, right? You have Phoenix, you have Mars, not that far behind. He doesn't have Blink Dagger. As you pointed out, he's going for the Yules.
They're just too good against the Troll Warlord. No, he starts running at you, or you get run up by an enemy hero, you just duel him or yourself.
Top lane, Chaos Knight gets caught by that arena. Takes a lot of damage. Focus Fire from Fleet doing some work, but he's still got 21 charges. Has to pop them there right at the end. And now Phoenix going up onto the high ground. He finds the Zeus with the help of King RD. That is a huge pickoff.
Yeah. I didn't even notice he's getting blown up there on the back line, but
Look at Ma here, just being so patient. Goes for the Avatos just to wait until he has that full burst potential. The Infest finally comes out, trying to get that move speed on over to Tiny. He's taking a lot from this Sunray as well as the Slardar, but he just can't juke this out. Benny is exposed now. Pain bottom lane here does have Phantasm still available. Wait, did he just join? Oh, that was weird.
no. It visually disappeared.
Yeah, I was like,
almost
it definitely isn't disjointable like that, so I was very confused, but yeah. Just,
The animation of Chaos Bolt looks a little bit different based on how far it's going, and then I think it just bugs out after it goes too far.
yeah, that makes sense. Middle tower under siege by Zeus. He actually does do a decent amount of right-click damage. Do you remember the patch not that long ago where they literally just like gave him 15 base damage out of nowhere?
Zeus?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because all people were able to do with him was use Chain Lightning, and he's just hitting out lane because of it.
Yeah, they're just like, okay, well, here's a bunch of damage, you know? Here you go.
Yeah.
Didn't he go from like 43 base damage to like 65?
I think it was a little bit less than that, but you're close.
Yeah. It was
Yeah, it was something pretty insane. Yeah, and then I think CCNC started. Well, CCNC at the time, Quinn now started playing a lot more mid Zeus after that happened.
Yeah, I did the same thing. As soon as I saw that, I was like, holy crap, I can actually right-click in my lane now. I don't have to sit super far back. KJ gonna walk right into a Chaos Bolt and a tiny Avatos to finish him off. Nice pick off there for the two. Maz found some really big kills. He's getting close to that Blink Dagger.
And that's very big. He's gonna be able to blow up Flea and this Phoenix here with that one. They're gonna need a little bit more bulk pretty soon, but Flea, you know, he got a couple of kills at the start of the game. Since then, he hasn't really found much farm. He's been harassing heroes, but no top lane.
Mars pins Ma down. Nice toss away the Avalanche as well. Dude, Ma is playing so well. Nuages is up here as well. Gonna hit him with that enchant, but there's no follow-up damage here. Chaos Knight trying to roam onto the backside, but he's standing underneath a ward. Flea comes up onto the high ground. The focus fire is there. Slardar on the backside. There it is. The Blink Crush. He finds a tiny, just a quick couple auto attacks. They get him, and now KJ dives on in, burning him down with that Sunray. The second piece of corrosive haze comes out, hits him with that Yule, spears him into the wall, and they will get themselves another kill on the side of Team Brazil. They're way overextended there, I think, from Spirits. That's just not where you want to be.
Yeah, and while that's happening, you know, Spirits are not really doing anything else on the map, so it doesn't feel like it's really space created. I mean, yes, Lifesteal is strong, but not very fast, given the fact that he's just got to armlet, and his next item is this Heaven's Halberd. He's got the recipe flying out to him right now, then after that, I imagine he'll go into the secret shop on the Dire team and pick up the Talisman of Evasion.
Yeah, he's very close.
Another 100 gold from it. The bounty rune's still there. Nobody's going for it. Carry players, am I right?
Dude,
my God.
You gotta wonder, man, what's going through their heads in Dota 2 games, honestly.
Yeah. how can they be so cocky if they are aware of so little what's going on?
Oh man.
There's a bounty in there, right?
You're not drunk, man. Jerry sees it as well. It's been there for 2 minutes.
He'll get the only reason he will go for. Oh my God, he's not even going for
the dive top lane. Are they doing it? They're not going to do it. Okay. Oh, Benny cancels his TP, and his courier was sitting at the top secret shop already, waiting for that halberd money, and he gets himself a ring of Aquila. That's real nice. A lot of attack speed.
Go to the enemy secret shop. Go through the rune. Pick it up.
Yeah. What if no one gets it? Costabile?
Yeah, I think he would have had to glimpse it there for a second there. He had vision on it. He had vision on it.
He didn't. I swapped. He didn't get it.
Oh my God.
I literally turned on dire vision. It's still nighttime. You can't see it. Dude, this room's...
Mags, are you watching this? Where's their coach?
The
coach is watching this right now.
Ooh, Thunder God's Wrath mid lane. Another Avatos finishes off Fleet pretty much immediately, and now Brazil's still posturing to go for a fight. They have the blink in, an initiation here from that Slaughter in a massive arena, and they're gonna be able to sunray the whole backside. Egg up on the high ground. Avatos does do what it can, but they're just stuck underneath the egg. It does finally come out, but goes to Belay diving really far. Battle Trance already committed Benny. And sunrayed on down, but there's the toss damage coming in once again. Finished off with that lightning bolt, and KJ will go down to the right clicks of Benny. They just didn't line it up quite well enough. I think that egg was a little bit too conservative. You know, the arena held them all in place. I don't think he needed to be that far back with it.
No, definitely not. You know, you have the arena in place. You don't need to throw the egg up on the high ground like that. If the enemies do try to come in on the egg, great. You're pretty much laughing because they're all grouping themselves up and putting themselves out of position. You need to be a little bit more careful with where you drop those. So Spirits, they take a pretty good team fight. Most of that damage, I think, was dealt by the lifestealer there. Just right click. Zeus actually not doing a whole lot, I believe. Yeah, you did about 3,000 with the tiny, or sorry, 3,000 with the lifestealer. 2,200 with the tiny. Oh,
Slardar. Oh, I thought I was gonna get the bounty. Sorry. Fake hype. Fake hype. Don't worry about it.
Fake hype. Dude, if this bounty run just expires, oh my God, Costa Belay, please. I beg you. I beg you.
Someone send help. I mean, the reason I'm like, Slardar has good night vision, right? So I'm just like thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe Slardar will see it, but instead they're gonna be able to find a kill here onto the Enchantress. Oh my gosh, deleted.
It is there on the minimap. I guarantee you.
Oh, it's 100% on their minimap. They're just assuming it's gone.
Dude, if
both teams are. Oh, Costa Belay's like,
oh
wow.
my God, everybody, can we get some claps in the chat?
20 seconds to spare. This guy knew the whole time. He was just debating us.
Oh my God.
He knew.
Yeah. It's just, it's what carry players do. You know, they min-max their farm. Didn't want to go out of the way. Knew that the enemies, they just wouldn't come there to grab that one. Look at this.
Look at the rotation from
He's
Brazil
setting
here.
up on the 20-minute bounty.
Yeah, Brazil knew. They're like, yo, Costa Belay, you should probably get out of the triangle. They're going to smoke for these runes. They're going to play really aggressive here. And they did. You know, that's exactly what they did. They infested the Tiny. They ran up to that rune with the smoke. He's still infested. Dire don't have vision of the Tiny quite yet, but now he walks into vision. An avalanche comes out. A nice Thunder God's Wrath, but the Yule Scepter just to kind of hold Tiny back. Able to connect on that toss. Question is, do you commit for the tower? Your catapult not quite here yet. Still moving its way up here. AJ positioned pretty darn well. They don't have vision of him, obviously. Going for these towers is so hard, I think, for the side of Spirits, right? I mean, unless they mess up the egg type of scenario again, right?
Yeah, it's got to be the lifestealer sitting in front. He needs a couple more items before he's able to do that. You know,
they might have just found the Phoenix, the Avatos back. Phoenix doesn't get that egg off. He even loses his courier in the process. No buyback, and now that tower's definitely available. Mini able to get a nice Yules off to give himself some space, but lost a lot of health in the process. Now King RD caught by another avalanche. The toss of him off. Benny just clicking the boy down. Ma is 6-4-6. That's a Shadow Blade coming out for the Chaos Knight.
Yeah. Just completed now, in fact. And, you know, it's not awful. They're not going to have any reason to carry detection right now. It's going to gap the distance. He's going to be able to get off these Chaos Bolts on the core heroes. My main concern is it worth it not picking up that Heaven's Halberd yet? We talked about that one earlier on. It is a super important item against the heroes on Team Brazil.
Yeah, he's just going to finish the Silver Edge, it looks like. Which, stat item-wise, this is an incredibly good item for Chaos Knight, right? Tons of attack speed, tons of great stacks. The burst damage from the Echo Saber just makes everything about this hero so much stronger. So it is one of the better Chaos Knight items just in general, damage-wise. But I don't know if they really have a lot of issues with damage right now because of this Zeus and the Lifestealer being as far ahead as he is. He didn't pick up that Skull Basher. Now he's got an Aegis.
In the chat, just asking what I should call the Mars. That's King RD.
Yeah, it's King RD. What? No, that's 4DR. Isn't it?
What? Oh yeah, 40R, my bad.
Yeah. King RD is on Slaughter this game.
I'm crazy. I'm insane. Yeah, my bad.
Isn't it 4DR?
Yeah, it's 40R.
Okay.
What I call them.
Nuages caught by a nice blink stun there from the. Yeah, no, he's just dead. It doesn't matter. There's just so much burst damage. They find the Enchantress. This game is very difficult for her, but they managed to catch the Phoenix instead. They do have Thunder God's Wrath in 70 seconds, but a Yule's, they're going to set this up. Chaos Knight in some serious trouble here. Spirit against the wall. That egg slaps, and he's dead. Now King RD blinks for it, finds the Lifestealer as well. It does have the Aegis. Brazil smartly disengages here. I think there's no reason to chase for more.
I think they struggle to chase for more. And again, you can be under some very heavy damage from the Zeus. You know that the Aegis is available for a little while on the Lifestealer. In the end, you're like diving towers at that point as well. So, you know, the potential for buybacks. And they get back after grabbing the mid tower. There you go. Yeah, as you say, it's smartly getting back. Focus on the objectives. You know, not having that tier 1 at 23 minutes. Now, the game feels pretty bad. The enemies just had so much more map control over you because they had that tower.
Yeah. You're also just like going into an Aegis Lifestealer, and it's like best case scenario, you can get the Aegis there, and then he just turns around and kills probably 2 heroes. And so getting that tier 1 tower, opening up more of the map, probably just the better decision. Mars debating with these illusions, but don't fall for it. Not this Lifestealer, he's too good. What is Phoenix's courier doing down here? Do you see this?
That's a question mark for sure.
No, it's fine. We'll figure it out.
I think he wants to send it to the secret shop, but he doesn't want to put it inside the secret shop because he doesn't know where the enemies are right now.
He's just scouting behind the tower. Okay, he just realized. I think he went to go like send something on courier and was like, wait a minute, where is that thing?
Interesting.
Brazil is going to clear back out their jungle. The outpost is going to be reclaimed, but there's an infest into the Tiny. He's got the blink. He's got the force staff. He finds Coach Billy sitting right under a ward, and he just immediately has to BKB. Dude, if you don't get anything with this BKB, they're actually not. That was a 10-second BKB, completely wasted. They do get 2 and 2, 3 bounty runes, it looks like. King RD TP's all the way bottom to grab the 3rd. But, I mean, your 10-second BKB on your Troll Warlord is gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty unfortunate. Right now, you'd probably be happy to take a fight, and so, you know, they're going to do exactly that. They group up here in the mid lane, and they'll start slapping the tower. Creeps are now here, and you have no BKB on the Troll Warlord. You can't take a fight against this.
Yeah, you still have Aegis for another minute 40 seconds. So Lifestealer
they have no fortify.
has... What is it? Oh.
They have no fortify, and they got the catapult. It's time. Benny, go.
Yeah,
your people need you.
Zeus, Benny?
Benny.
Tiny? Oh, I guess he wants to heal first?
I probably wants the Abyssal Blade first.
Maybe. How close is he? Oh, he literally has it. Okay. Yeah, I guess when you're 50 gold off the Abyssal Blade or something like that, it's pretty value.
His BKB's off of cooldown now. Team Brazil, they're able to take a fight. They're gonna fortify again next time. You know, you miss your timings.
AJ gets a really good D ward. They do see the Slardar. They're gonna pop that Thunder God's Wrath. King RD is so far in, playing super greedy. Nice rage there, obviously, to dodge out the stun. Chaos Bolt, and a nice timed crit there from Chaos Knight's gonna finish off that kill.
Wizard crits exactly when he means to. Right, he's in the tiny. He's got his vehicle. I believe in the future it's going to be sentient rocks that transport us everywhere.
Yes, yes, yes.
That is the green solution.
Baby, we rode those rocks for miles, if I remember.
Mhm.
Shout out to my childhood.
I grew up in the mountains, so what we do for fun is we just go up on the side of the cliff and we'd roll rocks down it.
Mid lane, Yule's gonna find Costabile. The Abatos, he's dead! The Abyssal Blade comes out from Benny! He has no buyback! Oh my god! The
That's
setup
it for
from
them.
Mini.
They're gonna lose this Rex.
Yeah, they're gonna lose their Rex. There's no defense. No way. I mean, you have Mars Egg, but look at Chaos Knight bottom. He's just gonna try and cancel the Mars TP. He almost gets it, just barely, but you're losing King RD as well in the mid lane. Gotta be careful.
King RD tried to initiate that with the timing of the Aegis expiring there. They timed it exactly, and that's when he jumped in for the Slitherine Crush. Unfortunately, it's 5 minutes after you pick up the Aegis, and not 5 minutes after Roche dies.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it was? So he missed it by like a second or so?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at the damage from Sunray. That is a lot of damage. All right, well, they I don't think they can get this anymore. When you have Mars, Phoenix... Oh, wait, Mars doesn't have ult.
No, he does not. They're just playing a little bit safe on spirits. You know, they're thinking, we're playing against a troll warlord. What's that guy going to do? Stand there and look at us funny when we use the Heaven's Halberd on him? I'm not worried about that.
Oh, some Spooter legs. That's so good. Goes to Chaos Knight for sure. And they're going to go ahead and try and take this tier 1 tower bottom. It's definitely a little bit overdue. They need to get it.
They grab the Observer Ward while they're down here. The enemy team, I don't think, is going to contest this tier 1. Probably not even the tier 2 tower either.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you can test the tier 1. It's so dangerous. They've had a solid, like, 3 minutes to set up on your triangle side of the map. Going for this would just be complete suicide. So, like, it is kind of lucky for them, though, because Brasil didn't, or Spirits didn't commit, like, any, like, wards and stuff to cover this whole area, right? Like, the whole triangle is basically... Whoa, hello. That's a weird thing I just drew on the map. That whole area doesn't have a lot of ward coverage. They don't really have to commit much of anything.
They grab the tier 2 as well. So Fortify available again for Team Brazil if they need to get back to defend this one, which they're probably going to do pretty shortly here. Yeah, here they come.
Yeah, they just got a tight sliver on Costabile, and he does not have TP. He's just literally running for 30 seconds. They're going to be able to toss out King RD. He's outside the base. The Abyssal comes out. He's dead 50 seconds. Dude, the plays from Maw this game legitimately have been so good. Oh, he's going to take the Spider Legs. Okay, I actually like that a lot because he can just jump on in and then Spider Legs out. Yep. All right, this guy's owning.
He's got some moves. Craggy Code found. They'll probably give that to the Tiny since he's not really going to be attacking anyways.
I think he keeps the Spider Legs, honestly. I think him having the mobility for these Spider Legs is really good. You could put the Craggy Code on the Enchantress.
Enchantress or Zeus, maybe? Enchantress is going to be attacking people, I feel.
Zeus has Faded Brooch. Yeah, I mean, they may not take it at all, to be honest. Craggy Code is like one of the probably the least used items, I feel like.
Hard disagree. Hard disagree.
Really? I don't see people take that in a lot of games. Like, it's only good on supports for the most part. Most supports are the only ones that you can take it on.
I'm a support player.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, like, I get that. So am I. But certain supports, you still can't afford to take it. Enchantress mid lane's he actually whips the spear. Nuages makes up onto the high ground. Mars gets pulled up there with him. Zeus gonna start just spitting out damage. Mars finally gets that BKB off on the backside. You lose the Phoenix. That means you got no egg. You able to work on Hane here. He dies to Costabile. That battle trance already committed. Flea able to survive the time being. The spear of Mars does catch the Zeus. It's a triple kill for the Troll Warlord. They buy back on the Enchantress. Ma, the Avatos, he finds Costabile. Can he get the help he needs? Rage is available. Perfect dodge. Pins the Enchantress on the wall, but there's going to be that Halberd you talked about so much, and Benny gets himself a triple kill, and they chase after Flea. No wind run for 4 seconds. Tosses him up. It's going to be a 4 for, I think a 4 for 3, but he did get the buyback.
Yeah, the buyback was on the Enchantress. 3,000 XP going the way, or... Sorry, 2,800 NA math XP going the way of Team Spirits, and about 800 gold there. Troll does have buybacks, so they're going to be able to defend the base if they try to shove this lane in. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do so.
He can't afford to buy back. He has no
Yeah.
ult and no BKB. He doesn't do anything.
He'll have the BKB in another 10 seconds here, so by the time the fight starts, it will be available. I don't think Benny can afford to go forward here, I'm going to be honest with you.
Unless he just bashes Mars and kills him. He just Abyssal Blades the starter. Are you kidding me, Benny? With the bashes over and over. I was going to say, it's going to be hard to go high ground because you still have Arena and Egg, but Benny just doesn't care. He has the Orb of Destruction and the Assault Kyros and just shreds right through them.
Stand me completely corrected. If you don't get back up here, you're going to lose the second set of racks. They didn't manage to get off any of those spells in order to slow Benny down.
Dude, Benny just styling on Team Brazil here as they're like 13,000 ahead. He's just going to go for the Mega Creeps here, and what can you do to stop it? You don't have the Mars. He's so big. He's such a big part of their team fight. Look at the scouting by Hane on that Chaos Knight. He's looking for that Phoenix. Stabile smoked up running in, but what do you do? He's got the Battle Trance now at least. Tanks a 4-second stun from the Chaos Knight, Benny.
They could have killed him there if they went forward.
I honestly think they could have, yeah, I agree. King RD goes in, but just getting bursted. The damage from Benny Fleet as well. Gets that focus fire off, but Benny just doesn't seem to care. He infests, walks away. 2 more dead on the side of Brazil. Costabile's BKB used to completely just disengage. Still has Battle Trance, but for what? There's the Avalanche, the Toss, the Chaos Knight. He just chain stuns them up. The Yules to send that Troll Warlord. Battle Trance basically wasted here. It doesn't matter. They get the kills. It's going to be a GG call by Brazil. And boy, did Spirits play a hell of a game number 2.
Yeah, Spirits, beautiful game there. You know, mid lane, a little bit questionable, but Lifestealer, he just popped off. I feel like a lot of this comes down to the fact that you invested so heavily in this Troll Warlord, and for some reason, teams keep doing this. I feel as if the hero's not that strong. You know, it takes him a while to come online. It's very easy to kite him in team fights. And as we saw in the end there, you know, you just yules him, disarm him, and he can't do anything.
Yeah, you have to BKB and then Battle Trance, and he never got an opportunity to do that because ideally you just want to wait for, you know, Mars to drop an Arena and then go in with the Egg. But the one team fight we saw that was when they egged the high ground and the whole side of Spirits just walked away because the Arena ended. The Egg was dropped so far on the backside, like it wasn't really that threatening. Spirits, I mean, they just took better fights, I think, in game 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's a great way to start the day. A 1-1. We haven't seen a tie series actually in a few days, I think. Almost all of them have been 2-0s. But I don't know. What do you think, man?
I keep going back to this Troll Warlord. You're putting all your eggs in the Troll basket. You know, you go to the player net worth. It is Lifestealer and Troll kind of dancing around for top net worth. Even towards the end of the game, we get almost 30 minutes in, and he's pretty close to the Lifestealer. But Lifestealer is just able to do so much more. He can get on top of heroes. He can slow them down. He's magic immune.
That Abyssal Blade was sick, man. That Abyssal Blade was so sick.
And there was a couple initiation spirits got off onto Team Brazil where they just didn't get any abilities. You know, Phoenix getting blown up again and again.
That was the mid lane fight, right? Where they're getting ready to take like a good Mars Arena. This was like the BKB, you know, big fight from Troll Warlord. He got a triple kill, but I don't know if you noticed. The Lifestealer literally ran right at the beginning of the fight and just Abyssal Blade to the Phoenix and killed him. He just ran at the Phoenix, killed him before any spells come out. And you're just, how do you take those fights when, you know, your Phoenix is dead before anything happens?
Exactly. How do you take those fights? You don't. You just lose those fights. And Phoenix, we talked about at the start of the draft again, how it looked like there was no way for them to get on top of these eggs, right?
Yeah.
The only person who could do it was a Lifestealer. But despite that, I don't think he got a single good egg off this game. In fact, the only time I think he got an egg off at all was that one in the mid lane where he was on the high ground. It was way too defensive. Yeah. And it was alongside an Arena too. So I'd put a lot of this, you know, just on the Troll pickup and I guess some of the play and positioning mistakes by this Phoenix.
Yeah. Overall, just a really solid game here from Team Spirits. They tied up 1-1. Very important for them as far as the standings go, because I know they're towards the bottom. They are fighting for their tournament lives here, trying to stay away from elimination. So big pickup here for them. It's not their last series of the day. They're going to close out the night here against No Pango. But coming up next, a Titan matchup. We have Quincy Crew versus Thunder Predator. So stay tuned for that one. It's going to be a super hype series. We'll see you all after just a short break.